know it's bad when the hyper Christian folks even filing for divorce. Let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another King of Reads video. Girl, like, I was not expecting, like, the tea just dropping out, like, yeah, girl, she's a lot. So, y'all already seen the news. Y'all have seen it. Y'all do not know. Devon Franklin, Meagan Good's husband, they filed for divorce, child. And, girl, we got to talk about that. Also, there's this woman by the name of Shy who was saying that Lil Baby, the rapper, is the father of her son, and the boy looked like he from anywhere from 8 to 10. Child. He looked like, you know, if we look at it, looked like that he is old enough to be the son of Lil Baby before he became famous and stuff. And the accusation that she's making is that, you know, they had the child before he became famous. So it's like, girl, sports. Also, we need to talk about Euphoria's new trailer, season 2 of Euphoria. Mama Tina has a new show coming on Facebook. I have some comments about that. Summer Walker's eating London on the Track up on social media, on Instagram, and it's just like, girl, the baby mama's like, girl, shut the fuck. But we got this amongst everything else to talk about in this King of Reads video. But before we get into any of that, let's go ahead and get into that mental health check-in. Mental health, girl, I don't know, girl. I'm feeling good, but it's like COVID, this Omarion variant, she's doing the most. Infrastructure is falling apart. Testing is a fool. We can't track this stuff. It's just a fool. It's just a fool. It's just a fool. I did a whole video about this and stuff on Patreon. Go check me out on Patreon. That's where the tea is dropping at, girl. But that's the only thing on my mind. It's just so much. My brain is trying to process so much that is going on. Like, this year, not just my life, but also the state of the world. And it's just like, I don't know, girl. It's just way too much. But that's it. Besides that, I also did a mental health check-in, point blank period, on Patreon. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. But girl, yeah, other than that, I'm feeling good, girl. I'm going to spend this Christmas, honey, watching my show, because all my shows is back. So that's gonna be my mental health work for me this weekend, because I'm not going home, girl. What is it, Omicron? Girl, she might as well be Oscorp. And she right here biting everybody. Like, I can't. Y'all seen Spider-Man, No Way Home? She was cute. She was cute. I ain't gonna talk about it. But if y'all want me to talk about it, we will. And I'll move that content to Patreon, period. But that's all I got for this mental health check-in. Let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. The tea for today is, girl, what is going on? Devon Franklin filed for a divorce after 9 years of marriage from what's that girl name? Meagan Good, girl. Woo, Meagan Good and Devon Franklin are filing for divorce. This is on People magazine. People exclusively confirms the couple split after 9 years of marriage. Good and Franklin, who met working on the 2011 film Jumping the Broom, got engaged in May 2012 and wed into June 2012. I can't imagine, like, marrying somebody like 2 years after I met them. Like, God, I don't know. For me, girl, maybe I need to find that woman. I don't see nobody making it. I don't see it. This is what they posted on social, like, this is their statement or whatever. After much prayer and consideration, we have decided to go into our futures separately but forever connected. Girl, this is giving Christian written all through it. Written all over her face. We celebrate almost a decade of marriage together and a love that is eternal, that there is not one at fault. We believe that this is the best chapter in the evolution of our love. We are incredibly grateful to the life-changing years we spent together as husband and wife. We're also extremely thankful to God for the testimony of being created inside of us, both, and for blessing our lives with each other. Thank you. Oh, hallelujah. That's what this is. This is what this post is giving me. Like, we love God. Don't you love God? What's wrong with you? It's like, even though we're doing the ungodly thing of divorcing, we want to let you know that we still in love. Like, you just go, like, it's Christianity perfection. We have to keep everything buttoned up and looking good and robotic because we're still in love with you, girl. Come on, Rihanna. Like, it's just like, girl, y'all had just celebrated y'all 9 years of marriage 6 months ago on social media. Now y'all posting saying, hey girl, it's not giving, we moving on. So it's just like, why are we celebrating it? So when y'all posted it 6 months ago, celebrating y'all 9 years, was it already things? It's already things. And trust me, as somebody who's done this before, girl, we already know what's going on. The thing about social media and situations like this is that we are able to craft what looks to make stuff look good, and it's not always looking good, especially with relationships. I'm gonna be honest, and I don't know how to say this, but I'm just gonna say this. I'm actually glad that two people have made a decision that, hey, we're both are not happy, so let's move on separately. Period. I think that's nothing wrong with that. I think what is terrible is to stay in a relationship when you're not happy, the partner's not happy, but we have to stay happy and looking for everybody because one, we need to keep this image alive, and also we need people to believe that the closer you are to God, the more successful your relationship is going to be. I think this is what it is too. It's just like, why don't y'all pray about it? Because you can see they mention after much prayer and consideration, like they tried to pray for their relationship and whatever. It's just like, girl, that was not going to do shit. That wasn't going to do anything. It's just not. You can say those words and all that other stuff, but it has to be working, and y'all might just not be compatible. That might just be it. Now, the word on the street, come on, what's that girl name from Real Housewives of Atlanta who can't dress to save her life? But the word on the street, and I can't confirm or deny this, I don't know what the tea is, but they're saying that the reason why they probably divorced is because Meagan Good doesn't want children and Devon wants children. So it's just that was the thing that's being said. And people are asking hey, why would they divorce? What was going on? What would be the one thing that's just you can't come back from? It's cheating. There's not been no talks of cheating. I don't think Devon would do that, but nothing surprises me about people. But I can see that. I can honestly see that. Now, we don't know if this is true or not. It might not be. I'm not going to say, but Meagan Good is actually getting a lot of praise from being in her new show on what's the name of this? Harlem on Amazon Prime. I will be watching that sometime this week and reviewing it, and we'll be posting that on Patreon because the girls love my content over there on Patreon. If you're not a patron, go sign up. Cheapest plan tier that gives you access to all content is $5. Other tiers allow you to suggest content that you want to see and everything else. And Patreon is just where it's at, so go check it out. But yeah, that was my little infomercial for Patreon. But yeah, I'm just kind of happy that two people made a decision hey, we're not happy, let's move on, I love that. Instead of staying in a relationship, both of y'all not happy, both of y'all need to move on, I wish that I would have known that. I wish that I would have known, hey girl. But relationships are very complex and it's a lot. I can do a whole series about relationships. Maybe that's what I'm gonna pitch to YouTube next, child. But yeah, girl, it's on June 16th, Good shared a nearly 4-minute highlight reel of their relationship on Instagram. And now y'all divorced 6 months later. It just don't make sense. It's we can craft whatever we want to make stuff look good. It's all about image. So I don't know what to say about that. Moving on, girl. Let's talk about other relationships. A relationship was that brought a child in here. Girl, what is going on? A woman accused Lil Baby of being the father of her son this past weekend, child. So the woman name is Shy Anderson, and she posted, she was like, I can't keep this secret any longer. Lil Baby needs to come take care of his responsibilities. I'm not bitter. My son deserves to know who his father is. Hashtag firstborn. Now the girl said, girl, this is giving clout. This is giving clout. Da, 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 da. I mean, everybody does stuff for clout. Everybody does stuff for clout, to be honest. I don't think nothing's wrong with what she's saying. All Lil Baby needs to do is take a DNA test, da 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 da, and then shut their mess up. If it's not true, all you gotta do is a DNA test. A DNA test will dismiss all of this, and we can move on to talk about Lil Baby's next album or new music. So I'm not understanding why we just, get this woman what she needs. Let her, hey girl, if you saying I'm the father of this child, then let's go. Let's take it to church. I'll take it to, let's go ahead and take that blood. Let's see what's going on. But this is from the Jasmine brand. It should be also known that Shy Jasmine tagged a number of blogs in her posts, presumably to get the story circulated. She also included her son in all the uploads, and a number of commenters have claimed that the child bears a resemblance to the Live Off My Closet rapper. He do look like that boy. They do look like, the jaw stroke. I can give it. It can give. It can give. Do like that the woman is dark skinned. I do love that. I love that. We love to see a black male rapper with a dark skin like Baby Mama. I just something you rare. It's like a unicorn. You never see it. I had coming on the post the other day on yesterday or today on Neighborhood Talk because 50 Cent had posted his girlfriend or something that asked a question. I was like, girl, you always like you can only name probably like a handful of black male rappers with like dark skinned girlfriends or wives. Like it's just like you don't ever see it. And folks were so mad, they were so angry. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna talk about colorism. Y'all better be lucky that my YouTube original video wasn't about colorism because I definitely pitched an idea to talk about it, baby. I'm gonna talk about colorism today. I die. I'll be around here in the cast. Well, you know, I ain't gonna be in no cast because I told y'all it's giving burn me up and throw my ashes somewhere. You can put it in the moon crystal or something and use it like Sailor Moon, moon tiara magic, period. Don't have me in no casket. I don't want to be no casket. But I'm being there burning up, baby, like burning up. Why these black men don't like dark skinned women? I would be in there cooking like some steak, child. Like a snake. Move like a snake. Burn like I would literally be in there being burnt up. Being able to put it about their boss, saying, why these black men don't like dark-skinned women? I don't care. I'm like colorism. I like it's one of the things. Like I want people to know that I feel very passionate about it. Like, girl, it's very like what's going on, girl? Like what? It's clicking, but it's clicking down. Period. But yeah, back to Lil Baby. That's his child. Like, girl, go ahead, spit. Tap in, get that stuff, move on. Like, girl, we should be spending all week on this. Like, girl, like, get her done. Speaking of getting it done, Summer Walker is getting it done on Instagram stories. Ooh, baby, let me tell you something. Summer Walker has it out for London on the track, and you know what? I don't know how to feel. Let me tell you something. I like Summer Walker. Summer Walker, if you are watching this, because you've watched one of my videos before, I really like you, girl. As much as I don't want to like you sometimes because you be out here, you know, trying to feed a child a pea a day and telling folks that the child need nothing but an apple and a pear to live for the next 10 years and like they should be doing this and that. Like, as much as you seem to have a very Hotep vibe and all that other stuff, anti-vax and all that other stuff, I still like you. Which doesn't happen a lot, girl. It don't happen a lot. But I want to like Summer Walker. I do like her. I think her music is good. I think she's talented. She's a beautiful black woman. And she has it out for London on the track. She is out here dragging London on the track on social media, saying she accused him of, you know, allegedly, you know, letting their child sleep on a folded mattress or folded bed or something, and said that the baby came back with a bruise. She accused him of just being a deadbeat dad. Just say he's a deadbeat dad. He's not a good father, and she doesn't want him to be in the life. Like, just like, girl, leave us alone. He had a good stepdad. Well, the child has a good stepdad. We don't need you. All this other stuff. Like, that's basically like, we don't need you. She's not one of your little cars or props you can just post for clout. I wish you would just go. We don't need you. She has a real father over here. We be the ones sleep deprived, taking care of her while you're out here doing whatever. And I like, she's accusing him of, you know, of something, and it's just like, I hate to see all this going on in public. And girl, the baby mamas of London on the track, Ebony said, somebody start was as sad and silly and slow and stupid and need to shut up. Seem like to me, if you don't care, would you just live your happy life and stop repeating after me? At this point, you need to follow the rest of my footsteps and just deal with it. Nobody's perfect, want to do exactly what you want. This is the path you chose. Whew, girl, let me tell y'all something. I hate patriarchy so much. Because you got these women like trying to fight Summer Walker for calling baby dad, and it's just like, that man probably is trash. I can believe that he trash because men are trash. Y'all are trash. We are trash collectively. And it's just, What's wrong with her doing that? Like, why are you defending this man? Why? I don't understand the need for you to come out and to defend him and like to drag her. It's just like, girl, all of y'all are baby mamas. All of y'all are. All of y'all are. But what's interesting about Summer Walker is Summer Walker was kind of chastising black women and folks like, y'all need to do this and that. Like, this is the reason why she was all of these things, and you know, she was like shamed the women for dealing with trash men, and now she out here dealing with baby daddy drama. Like, it's just, oh my God. Like, I just don't know. I just don't know, bro. I just don't know. I want Summer Walker to get the respect and everything that she deserves and stuff from this man, but I don't see like it's gonna happen. But I think make your claims, but Summer Walker, do not be consumed with trying to essentially like destroy his image and stuff online, because I don't think it's gonna happen. Because I've noticed something, and everybody knows it, like, men can be the most shittiest parents, they can be the shittiest fathers, they can be all of these things, and they can still excel. Like, it's known for men to be trash fathers. Like, we see the situation with Future, we see the thing with London on Track, we see, like, there's so many, I can't even think of them right now. I'm having a brain fart right now. There's so many men who've been called out for being like trash fathers. Like, not even just like rappers, but just all like black male celebrities and stuff. Men, period. And it's not gonna happen. Like, you're not gonna be able to take them down it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And I just don't want her to be wasting her energy on that, because there's been a woman, like, you know, being a bad mother and all that stuff. You can't name any black woman that is with children who is famous and don't have their kids. Who don't have their kids, or who's been called a bad mother, who is out here having a thriving, successful, you know, career. And that's for two reasons. One, because women have been taught from the beginning, girls and stuff have been taught to like make sure that the kids are good, take care of children, take care of children, take care of this. So this is part of patriarchy. Also, you wouldn't see it. You wouldn't see it because women get dogged out for, you know, you ain't take care of your kids, to the point that the women who don't have resources to take care of their kids are blamed for that. They're blamed for that. Like, oh, you should have never had no child. If you know you can't afford it, you should have never did this. It's just like, girl, that is eugenics. Like, girl, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Like, you're gonna tell poor folks they shouldn't have children? There's a lot of folks who would not be able to have kids. Like we should be giving these folks to have money to take care of their children. It's not their fault that they can't do that. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. I know it sounds cute sometimes to say that. Well, why y'all? Because I used to think it too a long time ago. Like, why y'all still have kids? Y'all can't afford them. But now you got folks understanding that, hey, it is expensive. I don't want no children. You got folks, generations are coming now that I don't want no children. They're naming that. Like, I don't want no children. I want to deal with all that. And then now folks say, oh my gosh, we have the worker shortage. Like, we're not producing children. What's going on? But you're not buying homes? We can't afford it. That's what y'all was telling us. That's why you conservatives were telling us, like, hey girl, y'all can afford, why y'all can't? Why y'all keep having babies, y'all can't? Now we stopping now. It's just like, oh my gosh, who's gonna sit here and taking these $7 to $25 an hour jobs? Nobody. You figure it out. You do the math. It's almost got me, but girl, you almost got me, girl. You almost got me. But yeah, so his whole thing was Summer and London on the Track. I hope they figure it out. Please! Y'all figure it out. Moving on, let's talk about some other stuff. Let's talk about NeNe Leakes and her new boo. NeNe Leakes she said she's having fun, she's flirting, fun, and having a time of her life with this new man. She said that Greg has gave her approval, like, hey girl, when I'm gone, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. I find this kind of interesting. I think that NeNe is definitely moving in a place to once again have a Peach on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she ain't gonna get it.
Does that sound like something you want?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, you'll never get it.
I don't see it. I wouldn't say never, but I don't see it in the near future anytime soon. I think Andy will wait until NeNe has nothing before he does anything. I just don't see it. I don't see it. And Andy kind of talked about that when he was on the, what was it, the talk. He was like, he completely ignored the question about NeNe coming back. NeNe has burned a lot of bridges over there, Bravo. She's called out a lot of things. She's called out a lot of stuff. And, you know, I believe everything she said, but it was just very selfish of her because she didn't name these things until it was beneficial for her. So now that they don't want her no more, she's like, you know, she wants to come back. She's like, me and Anna need to talk about stuff. Like, you accuse this man of being racist. Like, you said that you racist, girl. Now you want to work for him, girl. What's going on? Girl, what's going on? Like, it's not making sense to me. So I hope NeNe don't ever get back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, to be honest. But it seems like how she's moving with this, it seems as though she's trying to build up what's her name so she can come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. And honestly, I'm not interested. Tell me if y'all watching Portia's new show, because I might do a review for it tomorrow. But I watched the last couple of episodes. I might talk about it because I think they're on the 4th episode. And girl, her family crazy as hell. I am excited about season 2 of Euphoria. The trailer came out. Girl, excited about it, excited about it, excited about it. Seems like they got rid of McKay. That was the one who was in a relationship with that girl. And kind of assaulted her, to be honest. Well, did. And we never did talk about that. Never was a story about it. Never got to that. So seems like they've written him off. I don't know if y'all watch it, Euphoria, but check it out. I'm excited about like season 2. I think Zendaya is good in that. I like her in this and all the other stuff, but I have some critiques on Euphoria. It's a good show, you know. I want to watch it, but I also have some criticism about it because there's no dark-skinned people on the whole show, and it's another show of a biracial person falling in with a white person. Like, it's just, I'm tired. I'm tired. Like, every movie is Zendaya. Like, it's only one thing that Zendaya has done where she is not falling in love with a white person. She was just in No Way Home falling in love with a white boy. Now she, you know, the stuff that she did, but what's her name? She was arguing making cheap macaroni and cheese. But I have a criticism on that, and that's on Patreon. But girl, yeah. So that's all I got. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day, enjoying y'all evening, whatever y'all doing. Watch this video, share it, comment, tell me what y'all want to see me do next, because I will be doing more content till the end of this month, because girl, I was out of commission. But I also have a lot of other things and stuff I'm working on to put out this week. Conversation about Lil Nas X and Saucy Santana. Definitely want to talk about that, like the comparison and why Saucy Santana is not as successful as Lil Nas X. I think that's a conversation. I also want to do a video about Adele's weight loss. I'm also working on something about that because I want to have a conversation about that, and also colorism in Hollywood. So many things to talk about, and I will be getting it out for y'all by the end of this year. I love y'all so much. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.